With fluctuating temperatures, many Nebraska producers have had no choice but to hold off on planting. However, being faced with downtime doesn't mean you have to stay still. While waiting for temperatures to climb to suitable planting weather, now is the perfect time to test your fields for soybean cyst nematode. I recently spoke with Extension Educator Kyle Broderick to get the dirt on this nuisance. As many producers are waiting for temperatures to rise to optimal levels for planting, now is a great opportunity to check your fields for soybean cyst nematode. Simple management decisions now, such as field sampling, could mean a reduction in potential losses down the road.
Soybean cyst nematode continues to be one of the most yield-limiting pathogens of soybeans, not only in Nebraska, but across the United States. And one of the problems with this nematode is management is somewhat difficult. While we do have a few tools to manage this nematode, rotation to a non-host is one of the most effective means to help manage this nematode. And so rotating away from soybeans, whether that is corn, alfalfa, or wheat, and the nematode is unable to reproduce on many of our other commodity crops here in Nebraska. In addition to rotating away from a non-host crop for SCN, we also do want to be managing some of our winter annual weeds, such as field pennycress or henbit. Now, when looking at research, looking at SCN populations in the field, showed very low reproduction on either of these two winter annual weeds. However, in a greenhouse setting, we were able to see reproduction occur. So managing those winter annual weeds continues to be an important means of reducing your soybean cyst nematode populations.
While crop rotation will be your most efficient and cost-effective option for management, the importance of rotating your soybean resistance can't be overstated.
Unfortunately, about 95% of the soybean cyst nematode resistant beans in Nebraska have the same source of resistance, this PI 88788. And luckily, this year we do have a new introduction. There are two lines from Syngenta. One is an NK line and one is a Golden Harvest line, but those contain the resistance source 89772. And it's important to use this separate resistance source because a survey done in the mid-20 teens looking at soybean cyst nematode reproduction on 88788 resistance revealed that almost 50% of soybean cyst nematode populations in Nebraska could easily reproduce on that source of resistance. And so making sure that we are rotating to a different source of resistance will help delay the nematode populations from overcoming these resistance sources.
Kyle did point out to me that some management recommendations at this point will be very difficult to implement, as producers have already purchased their seed. However, he did emphasize that testing the cyst population in your fields continues to be one of the most important things a producer can do to manage this pathogen.
Now, luckily, this testing is completely free for soybean growers in the state of Nebraska. This is a part of your soybean checkoff dollars, and for the past 12 years, the Nebraska Soybean Board has funded a soybean cyst nematode survey program where growers can submit soil to the diagnostic clinic, and we will process that for free. We do recommend that you test the field entryways or low-lying areas in the field or anywhere along a waterway or previously flooded area. That's where we tend to see these nematode populations show up first, and then our numbers tend to be higher in those areas as well. So remember, anything that moves soil can move the nematode. So whether that is water, whether that is your equipment, or whether that is just us walking from field to field, that can help transport the nematode. And so trying to target those areas where soil is deposited and soil is moved continues to be a good spot to first test for soybean cyst nematode.
While it may be hard to implement some recommendations at this point in time, Sampling fields now for soybean cyst nematode can save you headaches down the road. Reporting for Market Journal, I'm Bill Dodd.